Ronaldo de Lima backs Pep Guardiola to become new head coach. And now the details. I am Mike James. The Lagos State Task Force has debunked the report of an online publication accusing the hierarchy of the agency of being involved in land-grabbing activities and violation of fundamental human rights of certain individuals involved in a land dispute. Chairman of the agency, Shola Jejeloye, stated that the publication is completely untrue and inaccurate. Jejeloye explained that the event which the publication referred to was one of the numerous operations where the officials of the agency were present to forestall breakdown of law and order between the parties involved. He reiterated that the Lagos State Task Force is a reputable agency saddled with numerous responsibilities, some of which are upholding the law, protection of lives and property, and supporting the eradication of activities of land grabbers in the state. Lagos State government has sensitized vehicle inspection officers in the state on the need to come up with creative and innovative ideas that will improve service delivery to Lagosians. The exercise, which was organized by the Ministry of Transportation in collaboration with the Office of Transformation, Creativity and Innovation, OTCI, is part of the efforts to fast-track the state government's civil service reforms and equally promote the culture of creativity and innovation across the state's public service. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Transportation, Abdulafiz Toriola, applauded OTCI for continuously striving to ensure that public servants are awake to the consciousness of the need to be ingenious at their respective desks, saying it is the only way they can make life meaningful to others. And the Lagos State Office of the Public Defender, OPD, has challenged men to take the front position in the current war against gender-based violence through active preparation, participation in the sensitization and awareness campaign against the social menace in the state. Its director, Olubumi Adesomoju, gave the charge during the sensitization and enlightenment campaign organized by the office to mark the 2022 United Nations 16 Days of Activism for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and Girls. Adesomoju said many men are culpable of physical, emotional, and psychological violence against women. She urged victims to approach the nearest office of the OPD in their area for free and quality legal services in order to bring perpetrators to justice. The Lagos State House of Assembly has passed into law the 2023 appropriation bill of 1,768,014,155,285 naira. The budget, christened Budget of Continuity, was passed into law at plenary after the chairman, House Committee on Economic Planning and Budget, Gbolahan Yishao, gave the details of the budget. The budget has the sum of 748,096,508,571 naira as recurrent and 1,19,917,646,713 naira as capital expenditure for the year ending 31st December 2023. Speaker of the House, Mudashiru Obasa, appreciated the Joint Committee and the members of the House for making out time to work on the budget to ensure prompt passage into law. Obasa expressed hope that Lagosians will support the All Progressives Congress in the 2023 general elections. He had this to say.
Thank you for cutting your holiday short, and I appreciate you for honoring the serving call to attend on the interest of our people. Thank you very much. And I'm sure as we prepare for next election, that our people in Lagos will continue and will remember the good job we will be doing and will continue to support by voting for us, right from presidency to National Assembly.
Our correspondent, Abiola Fagbalagun, recalls that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu had on October 27, 2022, presented the 2023 appropriation bill of 1.692 trillion naira to the House. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has approved the immediate relaxation of the COVID-19 safety measures and travel advisory, including the suspension of all pre-departure, pre-boarding and post-arrival PCR test requirements. A statement by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and Chairman of the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19, Bas Mustafa, says President Muhammad Buhari's approval follows the recommendations of the committee based on clinical and laboratory evidence of a sustained reduction in COVID-19 infection transmission across the country. He appealed to Nigerians to ensure that they take COVID-19 vaccinations as well as booster doses. The Nigerian Immigration Service says Nigerians returning to the country can be admitted into the country with their expired Nigerian passports. According to the Comptroller General of the Immigration Service, Mohammed Babandidi, all airlines are requested to allow holders with expired Nigerian passports to board without any hindrance. Babandidi ordered all Nigerian diplomatic missions abroad should circulate the information to airline operators and border authorities of host countries to necessary action. And now to foreign news. India has accused China of trying to unilaterally change the status quo on their disputed Himalayan border after clashes in the Tawang sector of India's northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh. India's Defense Minister Rajnath Singh told Parliament that PLA troops attempted to unilaterally change the status quo by encroaching on the line of actual control in the Yangtze area of Tawang sector on 19th December 2022, referring to China's People's Liberation Army and the de facto border. The line of actual control is the de facto border separating Chinese and Indian-held terrorists from Ladakh in the west to India's eastern state of Arunachal Pradesh, which China claims in its entirety. India and China fought a war over the border in 1962. And now sports news. Legendary Brazilian striker Ronaldo de Lima has thrown his weight behind Pep Guardiola to become the new coach of the Seleção after Tite stepped down. The five-time World Cup winners crashed out of this year's tournament in Qatar with a penalty shootout, lost to Croatia on Friday evening following a 1-1 draw after extra time. The Brazilian media have reported that Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti and Jose Mourinho could be targets in the future. And commenting on the hunt for a new coach, Ronaldo said those names are incredible and would love to see them being managers for Brazil. And that's our news at 12. But just before we go, remember, your vehicle is not a strong room. Keep your valuables out of the view of miscreants. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on our website at www.trafficradio961.ng and follow us on our various social media platforms: Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Traffic Radio 961. And also, you can now download our app, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, from Play Store for more traffic updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration inaugurated 192 secondary collectors spread across the 20 local government councils and 37 local council development areas? Well, you can get details on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Task Force has debunked the report of an online publication accusing the hierarchy of the agency of being involved in land-grabbing activities and violation of fundamental human rights of certain individuals involved in a land dispute. The federal government has approved the immediate relaxation of the COVID-19 safety measures and travel advisory, including the suspension of all pre-departure, pre-boarding, and post-arrival PCR test requirements. We also told you that India has accused China of trying to unilaterally change the status quo on their disputed Himalayan border after clashes in the Tawang sector of India's northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh. In sports, legendary Brazilian striker Ronaldo has thrown his weight behind Pep Guardiola to become the new coach of the Seleção after Tite stepped down. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to newsroom@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast that was compiled by Adirayodu Olaya. Thank you for listening. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.
Think it is better to get the updates fast and undiluted from a trusted and reliable source than to hear it from just any other station? Get the authentic traffic reports from Lagos Traffic Radio